Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at how the Braxtons celebrated Traci. Let's take a look at some pictures they took. First picture we have is Mama E. She's looking fabulous. Next we have Traci Braxton throwing up the gang signs or holding her hat, with Tamar posing beside Traci's picture. All of them look great. Now you have Trina standing next to Traci in her hat. She really looks good. It looks like Trina has lost some weight or something. Her face looks amazing. Last we have Tawanda. She has cut all of her hair off. I don't know, is it because she's going through something or she's supporting Traci and her cancer. It looks nice on her. Everybody can't do it, but she can because she got a small head. Next we have RENEE and Toni and Tawanda in the background. Now we have Tamar, Kiki, and Toni. Last we have Trina, Toni, Tawanda, and Tamar with the one leg up. It looks like Traci's in the background. It looks like her hair, how she used to wear her hair. Well, that's all the footage we have from the celebration for Traci. Now let's look at some old footage of Traci. This is from when she was on Fox 5 News. Let's look at this video.
And I want the world to know that this girl is talented and fabulous. And let me tell you something. I'm not going to say it, but world, get ready.
Yes, Traci was very talented, and I don't think the world got to see that enough.
Okay, get ready for Miss Braxton.
Yeah, I don't want to give all the secrets out.
Don't give out all the secrets. You got your own reality show with your sisters.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that, because it's a very interesting show. You're called the wild card in the show. Why? Tell me about that.
At first it was the wannabe. I was like, really? I'm the wannabe? I ain't a sister? Really? I don't share the same DNA?
Right. And you
really?
had to
Wow, the wannabe, that is very shady. She was just like the rest of the sisters.
Rate that name. Okay.
So, you know, the reason why they changed it to wild card, because I'm doing a whole lot this season. I'm showing Traci, and I'm showing, you know, my true self. I'm riding a motorcycle.
Oh, wow.
Right. I'm like, yes, honey.
Yes, honey. Traci loved herself some motorcycles.
Doing a motorcycle, and you know, I'm just showing my family life and showing more of my husband and my son, and showing what I do on, you know, on my side.
One thing about Traci, she loved her son and her husband to death.
You know, everybody see my sisters and I all the time. So, you know, I'm just wanting to show them my personality.
Okay, all right now.
See, that man believed in Traci. Now let's see Traci walk.
Some of his gifts, so we're going to start the Miley show.
You see how I lost that?
I see how you got it. Okay, show us a little something.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Traci Braxton stepping out in a Harvey Star Washington original.
Okay.
She's showing you how you can wear a color block for the lady who dares to be different. They say, when you look this fine, you've got to take your time. Let's hear it for Traci.
She did great, right? Don't her and Tamar act just alike? Now, let's get into this video where she is talking to Sheila.
It's not talking about me crashing and burning.
So what is it talking about?
People so silly.
Yeah, right. Well, what is it? What is it?
Crash and burns means I'm taking life by the horn.
Right here, she is talking about her album, Crash and Burn. And she's trying to explain what it means.
Okay.
You know, life is my bull, and I'm taking it by the horns, and I'm following my dreams. And you know, we tend to have parents or friends or other families say, you know what, don't do about that dream right now. Don't worry about that dream. You need to do this right here.
We all have those types of people in our lives that try to tell us what to do with our life, but you can't tell them what to do with their life.
Then you miss your blessings.
Right.
I'm finally starting to do my dream. And if I crash and burn, if it fails, if it's not become where I want it to become, I did it for myself.
Right.
And it's okay. I can just brush myself off and say, okay, I can do this too.
I think she made a great name for herself.
Yeah. Well, your challenges were different than your sisters. For those who don't know the Braxton story and how you were part of the group, and then you had to leave the group, and now, I think the reality show maybe had brought you back into the industry. Tell them the story on how you were a part of it, but then you came out.
Now she's about to talk about what happened with the group.
Okay, I was a part of the sisters with the Braxtons. That was with Arista Records.
Right.
Toni was signed with LaFace record label. Even though we was her part of the group anyway, she was just the front person.
Right.
And then we signed with LaFace record label. Me and my three sisters,
Right.
Tawana, Trina, and Tamar.
So the sisters had their own group.
And then I became pregnant because it was going somewhere else,
Right.
and I wasn't able to sign. They gave me a decision during that signing day.
Right.
Either you get rid of the baby or you can sign.
Right.
Oh, wow. Shame on LaFace Records for trying to get Traci to abort her child.
So, I chose my child.
Yeah.
And he's wonderful. He's a great son. Never gave me any problems.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
So now I'm here. But I have to
Traci definitely did the right thing, and her son seems to be a great man.
So I'm sure Melba will hear this, and your phone might be ringing.
I've spoken with her.
Did you?
Oh my God, I almost peed in my pants. I was like, oh my, I couldn't even get anything out. That's how it was.
She was speechless.
You have probably been the only fan of doing a sisters project. What's happening with that? Is that going to happen?
Your guess is good as mine. It's like having a speech impediment.
Traci always wanted the album, the sisters album.
Why?
Girl, all of us bipolar.
But you know what? It seems like now that everybody's thing is hitting off and your thing is taking off, it would seem like now would be the time to strike, because now you all could probably do a tour and then come out at the end and do this wonderful encore where you got your new single. Boom.
It really sounds good. Now, did you hear what yourself when you was talking?
Yes, it really did sound good.
That really sounds good.
It does.
The peanut butter's not working.
That's going to happen.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well,
I told you that we some strange women. I don't understand. I don't understand myself. That's why I have to sit back and look.
yeah.
And actually think, is this stuff really real?
Right.
Y'all, let me know in the comments. Did they do a sisters album? I think they did a Christmas album, but I'm not sure.
You know what? I'm so happy about watching you grow on this show is that when you first got on the show, you were pretty much looking like and sounding like the outsider trying to break in. You weren't very vocal. Now that you are vocal and people get to hear your voice and get to hear how Traci feels and watch you grow from that, I don't know where that introverted child came from, but now just outspoken, and now we get to see the real personality, and people are loving your personality, Traci.
Traci was always real.
Thank you.
So, you might even want to think about doing a comedy stint.
Child.
Because you are funny.
Thank you.
You really, really are.
Thank you.
I don't know if it can come through a sitcom or just stand up, but you have so many different areas to your personality that were hidden at first, and now they're all shown.
She has a very nice personality. Now, let's get into this video with her and DJ Richie Sky.
Real woman. So I was out there in my community, giving back to my community and giving back to the youth. So I just wasn't sitting at home just eating bonbons and waiting for people's checks to come in.
She had her own.
Maybe my husband check, but not, not my family check to come in. So when Braxton Family Values started, I just had to say, okay, Traci, you have to give yourself. You have to give yourself, because I was like an ordinary working class citizen.
So basically, she was a woman with a career.
That's what it is. And have a family and going through some things with a family, and then having siblings and family that keep thinking that you're not supposed to have no family. It's just us.
I'm guessing they wanted to control her.
You can't go out and attend to your family or your needs or your threshold because we're going to dictate that. And I'm like, no, you can't dictate what's going on in my threshold because
she did what she wanted to do.
Is relationships?
I don't think that because see, once you start bringing other people in, I'm standoffish. I don't really say anything until I really have to say something because if my husband would have done that, everybody know he would have gotten the 5th degree. Everybody know that. You know, why you in this? This is sister's business. Ooh, that's attitude, you know, so we know what it is. We might as well call it the black sheep a black sheep. Bad. So, you know.
Okay. Can we talk? I want to talk about what happened at the wedding.
Getting into the wedding.
Like just sitting there, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Right.
And then, you know, at the antics. So I said, you know what? Let me go sit myself in the back. I'm good. Olivia ain't say a word. I don't know where they got that from.
So Tawanda thought Olivia told Traci that.
Disrespect me and make me feel any kind of way. Ever.
Let's take a look at the Dr. Sherry clip.
All that talent in your mouth. That's what I said. But you said I was old.
Okay, but how do you think that made me?
I was over.
That's a little bit different. Well, Tamar, you did it, and I'm gonna pop right back. Boom, boom, pow.
No, usually you pop first.
Tamar is a trip. She hit him with the, oh.
Okay, next thing. Toni.
I want Traci to lose 20 to 40 pounds now.
We're being honest.
Toni was very wrong for that.
Right?
But you understand what I mean?
I ain't worth to y'all. That's what I feel. I'm not worth to y'all. I'm the freak on.
That made her feel real low, and everybody looking at her like, what's the problem? Why you mad? Now, let's take a look at the clip where they went to the Bethany show.
Don't do it.
Well, I think all of them are spoiled.
No way.
They really are.
No.
Trust me when I tell you that. There may be some a little worse than others.
Who's the worst? Toni,
yeah.
Who's the worst?
Well, it's a draw between Tamar and Toni.
Don't believe everything you hear.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Mommy, she just called you a liar.
I didn't hear what she said.
Like Tamar said, don't believe everything you hear. But if they're all...
Y'all remember that clip where she wanted to slap Tamar? Let me put it in.
None of you, I don't care who you are, where you come from, what you have accumulated or what you never will accumulate. But y'all not gonna talk to me any kind of way. I'm gonna tell you what, too. I will not disrespect you. And then the next time you do it, I'm gonna slap the piss out of you.
One thing about them girls, they mind their mama. Now let's get back into the show.
If they're all spoiled, who spoiled them?
Well, you know what? I don't really like to use that word spoil. However, I use their well-loved.
Mrs. E, you should have stuck with the word spoiled because now you're saying you love Toni and Tamar more than the other girls. Here is another clip that broke my heart. Y'all, she really cried her heart out. But there's Pop Pop to the rescue.
You got the same DNA in you as all your sisters and your brother. There's a lot of things that's done to try to vex you, try to hold you back, try to pull you down. Don't let that happen to you.
It just feels so weird because it comes from a family. It almost feels like 22 years ago.
You didn't sign with them in the past, but Traci, you out there now. Do your thing. Sing your song. Create joy for other people like you were created to do. Dance, girl, you still can dance. You can't let that hold you back. Don't let nobody take away that love that you have in you. That's yours. You gonna let somebody take away that? Take away who you are? Take away the ability and the talents that you have, Tracy? I don't care what happens. You can't control everything. This is who you have control. You control Tracy.
He said a mouthful then. And he is totally right.
Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna get biblical on you. But the Bible said God blesses us with talents. The whole entire Braxton family has been given some talents.
They all have amazing voices.
And those talents aren't to be made to put in the ground and hid. It's for the world to see it.
I'm a little bit concerned of moving forward without my sisters, but you know what? I don't agree with what they've done, you know? So I have to move forward.
Your fault, love.
I love you, Papa.
Now, let's look at this clip where Traci is talking about what she wants to be remembered for.
That's gonna be over. Miss Traci, what do you want to be known for? My philanthropy work.
She wants to be known for her philanthropy work.
I talk to the teenagers, especially teen moms. I worked with emotionally disturbed adolescents for 15 years, and people don't understand it or knew that. You know, I want people to know that I am who I am, and you can't change me, and I won't change for you, because that's all I can be is myself. Because if you act like someone else, your true form will come out. And when your true form come out, that's when people are like, oh, you fake. Who are you? And I want people to know that I am who I am. Duchess, what would you like for the people?
She was definitely the realest one. At the celebration of life that her son gave her, the man talked about some of the things she did. Let's take a look at those things.
Praise the Lord, church. My name is Sidney Harrison. I am the Vice Chair of the Prince George's County Council. I'm joined with my Chief of Staff, Mr. Eric Bowman. And we have a proclamation for Miss Traci Braxton. And but before we read the actual proclamation, I just want to take a moment of reflection.
He's about to talk about how they met and what they said.
And share a moment in time back about 10 years ago when I had the opportunity to meet Miss Traci Braxton. It was in the community, and Miss Traci walked up to me and she said, "What are we going to do together?"
That sounds like Traci, doesn't it?
And, you know, I kind of chuckled because, you know, she was just so forward in some of her messaging. And so I told her, I said, well, look, we got some great things that we're working on. How about I introduce you to a nonprofit foundation called Saving Our Children? And, you know, she was like, well, what is that about? And I told her, I said, it's about raising awareness for women and children that are living in the domestic violence shelters right here in the DMV area in Prince George's County. She said, sign me up. I want to take part in that. So through a 3-month planning to bring people out from the community to raise resources, toys for the children on the holiday season, Traci was front and center leading the charge. And that's just the type of character that she had. She led by faith. She led with light. She was a light worker. And so for that, I just remember those times where she would get on me and say, come on now, we got to do more, we got to do more. And that was just who she was. She wanted to make the community a better place for all of us to live. So in memory of Miss Traci Braxton, we have a proclamation that it reads, we are reminded that in the fleeting time we have on this earth, what matters is not wealth or status or power or fame, but rather how well we have loved and what small part we have played in making the lives of other people better. Barack Obama. Whereas there was a woman brought onto this earth to bring love, peace, and joy to all who knew her, and that woman was Traci Renee Braxton. And whereas born on April 2nd, 1971, Traci Braxton was dubbed the Sister for the People, always loving on them and giving herself an ambassador, championing causes and supporting working with organizations such as Susan G. Komen.
And y'all, she was working with the Susan G. Komen cancer program before she even had cancer.
Breast Cancer Walk for the Cure, Pulmonary Hypertension Association, UNCF, Thurgood Marshall Foundation Scholarship Fund, Special Olympics, and many more.
She did do a lot.
Whereas a heart of gold, Traci Braxton always accepted the opportunity to speak with troubled adolescents and visit middle and high school and college-age students on various occasions. Whereas out of all the people I have ever managed, Traci was one of those ones that was managing me. She would always manage the whole situation and put a plan together for her to become an artist, an entrepreneur, an actress, and she did everything. She did it all. Stated her longtime manager, Cliff Jones of Soul World Entertainment. Whereas a unique, down-to-earth individual, Traci Braxton was a devoted mother, wife, daughter, sister, and friend, and everyone she ever met, who had also an excitement for fitness and healthy lifestyle. She also had a passion for motorcycling, being a motivational speaker to the charities and nonprofit organizations. Whereas on March 12, 2022, at 8:30 a.m., Traci Renee Braxton Surratt departed this life to a life with her Heavenly Father, and she has probably already greeted all the angels, shaken hands, and encouraged all those that she has come in contact with.
And smiling too.
She will truly be missed on earth. Therefore, be it proclaimed by the Prince George's County Council that Thursday, March 31st, 2022 is declared Traci Renee Braxton Surratt Day in Prince George's County, Maryland. Yes. This is signed by Council Chair Calvin Hawkins and myself, Council Vice Chair Sidney J. Harrison. Thank you so much.
Did y'all enjoy the video? I made this video to show some of the sad moments with Traci and how she was treated. If you want to watch some of the happy moments, you can click the link in the description. You know, when you have a big family, there's always some drama, but at the end of the day, you make up. And that's what Traci and her sisters did. You live and you learn, and you forgive and heal. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, bye-bye.